The Asperger syndrome is a condition with the autism spectrum disorder, spectrum characteristic with change in social interaction, routine and repetitive pattern, of begin or interesting and advance to a broad range, intelligent without significant delight in language development. In the neuroanatomical alteration, I have three parts, and the first is the cerebral cortex. In the prefrontal cortex, different in the activities and connected of the prefrontal cortex impair higher order functional, such as decision making, emotional regulation, and the social interaction. In the temporal lobe, abdominals in the superior temporal is called function forming will affect facial recording, the interpretation of social causes, and in the cerebellum in the limbic system, structure of functional change in the cerebral mind space motor coordination, issues, sensory hypersensitive, and some repetitive period scenes in us. In the neurochemical dysregulation, these are three neuroreceptors: this serotonin, dopamine, and glutamate. In the serotonin, elevated blood serotonin levels in hyperserotoninemia have been consistent. Funds individual with outstanding roles of serotonin in behavioral regulation and sensory progress in the skill under investigation. And dopamine, a dysfunction of dopamine parts, especially in the prefrontal cortex and basal ganglia, may underlie repeated below raising interesting and reward process peculiarities. And glutamate, about glutamate sin affected synaptic plasticity, learning adaptation protection, contributes to cognitive reading and sensory progression. In the brain connected, have 3 points: local hyperconnectivity and global hyperconnectivity. Increment local neural connectivity can ensure skill in specific domains but limits interaction of complex information, contribute to right taken and difficult adaptation to novel situation. And the formal network TMN, deregulation in the TMN network activity during reads are involved in self-referential taking may explain to introspective and they'll focus tendencies of individual with us. In the sensory integration, abdominal have for sensory. His first is visual. Visual sensitive may include aversion to brain light. In olfactory, sensitives can range from heightened sensitivities to current smells to described sense of smell. And auditory, individual will also may experience hypersensitivity to sound. And tactile, some individual may be highly sensitive to touch, with others may have described sensitivity, learning to change with physical contact. And for the end, the clinical correlation have divided to 4 points. The first is social change, impaired to recognizing and responding to social change, stem from amygdala and prefrontal cortex dysfunction. The second is the restricted, interesting, and repetitive environment, override circles in dopaminergic patterns, recurrence for repetitive action, and the focus interested. 3 is sensory hypersensitive, cerebral and cortical sensory integration deficits contribute to high response to sensory smelly. And the 4 cognitive rating reduce cognitive in global neural network, limit cognitive flexibility, and higher adapted in the social and environment context, and is there for this presentation of the Asperger syndrome and this my class for a clinical neurology. For the end, the conclusion is the Asperger syndrome is a complex neuronal developmental disorder resulting from a combination of neuroanatomical, neuroclinical, and environment factors. Understand its pathology is crucial for developing tailored therapies and intervention to support individuals with us and their families. Thank you for watching.